Hello, welcome to Divinely Guided 999. My name is Lynetta, and today's reading is about a dream I had. So, I had a dream of my neighbor taking my change, and when I asked, "So you just gonna take my change?" My neighbor said, "Yeah, I need this." So, I feel like this is about you being someone who changed, and your neighbor wants to remember you for who you used to be because it will make them feel better about themselves. So let's get into this message. Before I get into this reading, as always, I give thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. So this neighbor is someone that could be loud. This is someone that can be negative in a way. Or this person just wants to view you in a negative light. But really when it comes to you, it's like a major grinding that this person knows you for. Like this person knows you as being someone that's going to go and get it. You're a go-getter. So it's like instead of your neighbor seeing this change, these changes that you have been through and accepting that this is unfamiliar to them, and this person does not want to see you become this changed individual. Okay. This is a person that tried to govern you in a way. And what I mean by that is like this is someone that try to watch over what it is that you do. Whether you knew or know that this neighbor watches you, but this neighbor is someone that watches you. And that is not as nice as this person tried to seem. And I feel as if though now, because you are a changed individual, you have boundaries, you are in control with your emotions, and you're not easily thrown off and distracted. The way that this neighbor used to know you is the complete opposite. So before you went through this transformation with how you are as a being, this neighbor could have known you as being someone that they can tell anything to and you just believe it. They could know you to always have been not in so much control of your emotions. Someone that can be not as focused when it comes to certain things. I feel like this neighbor could be bisexual. And as I was saying about like trying to govern you in a way, not necessarily making you do certain things, but just watching you, watching the type of life that you live. And now that this person has seen that you've changed, it makes them feel a way about themselves. See, because when you was living a certain life, it made them feel better about themselves. But now because you have changed, it causes them to realize where they need to grow, where they're needing to correct some things, change some things in their life. So the time that this neighbor have been watching, being around, trying to befriend you as if though this person is nice, when indeed this person is, a person that could have a mean streak about them and was in your presence just to see what you have going on. This is someone that is two-faced. This is someone that will be in your presence seeming like y'all get along just fine and that y'all have a good relationship as neighbors. But when you're not around, this person feels completely different about you. You and this person is completely different, I feel. I feel like one of you could be a person and I feel like this is you. You could be now a person that is like so protective of not only yourself but anyone that is around you. You're so protective of how to put it, your loved ones, who you have around you. Like, you are the person that people look up to. You are that rock for others. You are looked at for being financially successful. Whether you are or whether you aren't, this is how you are being seen by this neighbor. You're someone that has that stability in your life. But this neighbor wants to remember you as someone who loses sight of what's important. Like how I said, like, before you went through this change, you could have lost sight on what's important. That doesn't mean that you was not handling priorities. You could have had some mishaps and could have did some things. So it's like this person wants to really view you as someone that's mistrustful, to where it have you doubting yourself. Like I said in that dream of where it's like, so you really just gonna take my change? And that was a weird dream. Like, so you really just gonna take my change? And it's like, yeah, I need this. So it's like wanting to see you in a certain light. And while taking your change, that's like damn near like swapping destinies with where you're supposed to be. That goes back to like that reading. Now, I'm not saying that the reading that I did yesterday is actually your neighbor that was trying to tag along with you on this new journey that's going to lead to a happy ending for you if you ride it out with this path that you on. But what I'm saying is, that's like exactly what I was saying in that reading yesterday, how it's like people are trying to distract you. People are trying to distract you, trying to throw off your energy, because you're no longer falling for anything. You are a person that is so kind-hearted. You're a loving person. It's not that you fell for anything. It's just that you are someone that likes to help. You are someone that likes to give. And that's just in your nature to do so. But this person look at it as in though like, oh, you just fall for anything, when that's not the case. But now, because of certain things that you have been through, it caused you to have these boundaries where you once didn't have them. So at some point you didn't have boundaries and you were willing to help any and everybody. Whether it put you in an uncomfortable situation, whether it threw off your focus, having you distracted, this is something that you were willing to do. You was not always in control of where your focus were. But now, that's completely different. Now, you are like focused on what it is that you're doing, where you're headed. Then you could have had that knowing of what you're doing and where you're heading, but you could have been so distracted by being around people that are two-faced, like this neighbor that was in the dream. And it's because of not wanting you to have that feel-good factor about yourself. Not wanting you to have that sense of contentment with yourself and your life. because it makes this person feels better. And as I was saying, it was a time where you were emotionally unstable. And that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in a bad way. That could have just meant that you were going through so many things. Not meant, but that could just mean that you were going through so many things emotionally that you found yourself in an emotional place where your mood wasn't always the best because you were going through things that was uncomfortable. And I feel like it was like you having to go within yourself, taking time alone and away from others so that you can see things for what it is, so that you can go through those uncomfortable emotions, so that you can get to a place to where now, where you at now, to where now you're knowing how to have better control over your emotions. Not to say that you don't feel that you're in uncomfortable situations, or it's something that may make you feel a bit emotional, but it's not anything like how it was in the past. And that's what was stunting the unconditional love that you could have had for yourself. You had it more for others, and where it placed you in situations that it could have had you looking funny. And it could have had you being looked at as in though you're not to be trustful, when all you were doing were helping people in the first place. But now, because of the things that you have went through, you have learned that everyone cannot be helped. You have learned to not always lend a helping hand. I'm not going to say fall for anything, but not always lend a helping hand. And I feel like I said, like this person is irritated by you, not only because of your change, but because this person is bisexual as well. Like it's something that this person feels about you, and it's like in a weird, it's in a weird way, I feel. And it's times where this person was dedicated to getting in your business, seeing what you got going on. So it's like this on and off that you had with this neighbor, where sometimes y'all was like, talking, and then sometimes it's like you really wasn't talking as much. But I'm feeling like it was just to be into your business, just to see exactly what you have going on, and just to get a little bit of your light. Now, it's something here with a deadbeat father or mom. I'm not sure exactly what that is or why it's out. Okay, so this deadbeat father or mom, this person could be going to jail. This person could be a fire sign, a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Now, I'm not sure if that's pertaining to you or this neighbor. I'm not sure. But the thing here is like the misunderstanding that you have with your neighbor, or I should say that your neighbor have with you, because I feel like it's just this weird thing that this neighbor has with you, where it's like a dislike type of relationship that they have with you, where it brings misunderstandings and confusions. And as I was saying, like blocking the light, or I don't believe I said blocking the light. I believe I said like stealing some of your light, stealing the light that you have, because this neighbor does not possess that same amount of light. So I feel like this neighbor comes around, whether this is past energy or this is something that is taking place right now. It's like this neighbor comes around you just to soak up your light, and can possibly, when you're not even around, be reiterating the same things that y'all could have been talking about when it comes to having certain discussions and topics, and reiterating exactly what you said to others, as if though it's their own thought. But it's not. So this person could have, like I said, it's like damn near destiny swapping. Like when it comes to your manifestations and your abundance, bringing blockages to that. In the way that is happening is because this person rather see you being stuck in past ways. And if you continue to be stuck in past ways, whether you're thinking about the past more than you would like to, or whether you're going back to past ways of doing things, that is creating blockages for your manifestations and your abundance to come through. So it's like this person is getting a piece of your light, a piece of what is supposed to be yours, is what it was what I feel, truthfully. And it's like this person want to keep going with thinking about how you used to be, or something that they know, or it's something. Just to have you looking as if though you're not who you are, but you exactly who you say you are. And I'm not going to even say, because I feel like you don't even say that you are anything, but it's most definitely felt. It's most definitely felt. This person don't want to see that positive energy. This person wants to see you stagnant because it makes them feel better about themselves. It's something about a sister speaking up about something. And I'm not sure exactly what that is about. I feel like this person could even want to see you, like, this is sad because it's like in your face, acting cool, but really it's like a dislike that this person has for you. Wishing bad. But your guardian angels are watching over you and guiding you towards a path of clarity and decisiveness. As I was saying in yesterday's reading. But someone is going to jail and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. And this neighbor is like, this neighbor does not want you to trust the process in this path that you are going down. As I said, you don't even have to speak about what you're into, what you're doing, who you are, any of that. It can be seen and it can be felt. This person does not want to see you doing better. Like this person would rather see you go through problems. This person would rather see you go through problems. So then while you're going through the problems, I feel like this is something that you could have done like while you were going through problems, that's why you were in an emotional state. And you could have been telling your neighbor about the problems that you were going through. And it felt like this neighbor was coming from a loving space of giving advice. But really, that wasn't the case. This neighbor loves to be in your business, to see what you got going on, what type of problems that you have in your life, because it makes them feel better about themselves. It makes them feel sane to know that, or at least to feel that things are going good for them while you are having blockages and misunderstandings and confusions and a whole bunch of other things going on in your life. You just have problem after problem. Yeah. Not wanting you to have that feel good feeling about yourself. Whenever you do feel good, whenever you were feeling good, don't want you to have that. Because once you have that feeling, it exudes from out of you. And it can be seen. You ain't even got to open your mouth and say nothing. It can be seen. And this neighbor don't want you to trust the process, because once you trust that process, you will be going full throttle and you'll become better. And that's why this person is trying to take that change from you and make it their change. That's what I feel. I feel like this person is trying to take the change that you have went through for yourself and make it their change. And act as if though everything that you've changed about yourself, they changed about themselves. So being around you just so they can see what you're going through, what you're doing, how have you changed, what have you been doing, what you stopped doing, just so they can mimic the same thing. Not knowing that this is a new beginning that you about to have for yourself, whether this person try to take and stop that change for you. This is a new beginning that you're having. And, or I should say with an S at the end, new beginnings that you're having. Because no matter what took place in the past, you were of innocence. And through all these changes that you have been through, it's opening up the opportunity for you to take the leap of faith on these new beginnings for you. That empath within you, that you just have so much major unconditional love for other people and that you didn't have it for yourself, yeah, that has come to a stop. That has come to a stop. Now, like, you still have that loving, kindness, caring about others within you. But it's not going to be to the point to where it makes you feel like you're not getting that same thing back. You ain't being around anything that's fake. Anything that's pretending. So yeah, and that's what I feel. This is someone that they try to portray as if though they're exactly like you. And I really feel like this is really picking up on someone trying to swap destinies with you. Pretending that they didn't put some type of change into their life. But really they haven't. And they don't want to see you putting a change in your life. They don't want you to trust in yourself so that you can keep moving forward and become even better. They want to see you doing bad. Continue going through problems. While showing fake love, fake care. whole time when you are doing better, when you are doing good, this person don't like to see that. So this is the message for today. I close off this reading giving thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.